Heartwarming discovery. Poor girl's mistaken call leads to an incredible life-changing moment. In a small Midwestern town where front porches were gathering spots and the scent of fresh-cut grass hung heavy in the air, 12-year-old Lily wrestled with worry. The recent downsizing of her father's factory job loomed over her family like a dark cloud, casting shadows on their dreams. As she sat on the steps of her porch, staring at her phone, her heart raced. She needed comfort from her grandmother, a steady source of love amid chaos. But fate had other plans. The call went through, but instead of her grandmother's familiar voice, a deep, grizzled tone answered. "Hello?" It was Mr. Jenkins, the retired Vietnam veteran who lived down the street. Embarrassment washed over her. She almost hung up, but something stopped her. "Hi, I'm sorry. I meant to call my grandma," she managed to say, her voice barely a whisper. "Don't worry, kid. Sometimes the wrong number leads to the right conversation," he replied with a chuckle. It was unexpected humor that caught her off guard and drew her in. As they spoke, Lily shared her dreams of being a veterinarian and her work at the local animal shelter, where she poured her heart into caring for abandoned pets. Mr. Jenkins listened intently, and for the first time in a long while, she felt heard. "I've seen struggles, Lily. My entire life has been a testament to resilience," he began, sharing stories of courage and survival reminiscent of the very animals she cared for. Her mind raced as he spoke of his battles, not just in Vietnam, but in life, finding strength amid despair, much like the pets she loved. It hit her hard, sparking a flicker of hope that ignited a fire in her chest. They bonded over tales of perseverance, and in those moments, the weight of the world lessened a bit. But as whispers of Lily's family struggles spread, the town began to change. Economic challenges caused rifts, and judgments settled in like fog. Lily felt the heat of those stares, the weight of their assumptions pressing down on her. Inspired by Mr. Jenkins, she decided to act. "We can't just sit here," she told her parents one evening, determination building inside her like a thunderstorm ready to burst. She envisioned a way to unite their small town and break through the walls of judgment. In a matter of days, and with Mr. Jenkins' encouragement, the idea of a community bake sale sprouted. "Let's show everyone how we can support each other," he urged. The bake sale blossomed into something beautiful. Neighbors came together, sharing not just their baking skills, but their stories, moments of shared struggles, triumphs against the odds. The event filled the park with laughter, music, and a looming sense of hope that danced on the breeze. This was not just a fundraiser, it became a declaration of unity. Before we continue, I need to let you know about something important that's happening. YouTube has been making changes, and many people are losing notifications from channels they follow. If you're enjoying the content, hit that bell and mark all notifications so you don't miss the next videos. And if you can drop a like, it really helps me with reach. Seriously, it makes a difference. Oh, let me know in the comments where you're watching from. I'm always curious to know who's on the other side of the screen. Now, let's continue. But just as the atmosphere filled with warmth, chaos erupted. Rumors spread like wildfire about who deserved the funds, questions of fairness and merit igniting tension. Suddenly, the community that had once felt like one was tearing at the seams. Lily stood back, feeling panic rise as divisions formed around her. Would the support she envisioned crumble under the weight of misunderstanding? The stakes had never felt higher. She'd need to channel every bit of courage Mr. Jenkins had inspired in her. Would she find a way to heal these rifts, or was she watching the fragile fabric of companionship unravel right before her eyes? With the sun dipping low in the sky and casting long shadows across the park, Lily felt her heart racing. The laughter that had filled the air just moments before faded into a tense silence. People stood in clusters, whispers weaving through the crowd like an unwelcome mist. Lily's idea, which had sparked hope, now felt like it was slipping through her fingers, just like the cookies she'd baked the night before. Is it really fair if the money goes to that family? They've got other resources, you know? Someone muttered nearby. Lily's stomach twisted at the sound. Friends were suddenly turning against each other, dividing the community she had envisioned united. Her breath hitched. She needed to act fast. "Hey, everyone!" she called out, her voice trembling yet determined. Eyes turned toward her. "I know we can come together. I know that we're better than this." Mr. Jenkins, leaning against a tree, nodded encouragingly. His presence felt like a lifeline, pulling her back from the edge of despair. It was now or never. She took a deep breath, heart hammering as she spoke. This bake sale was meant to help everyone. None of us are alone in this struggle. None of us should feel judged for needing help. Let's share our stories, our challenges. Silence lingered for a heartbeat, then turned into murmurs. A woman with flour-dusted hands stepped forward. "My husband lost his job too. It's been hard." Her voice cracked, revealing the raw emotion that echoed through so many families in town. Lily's heart swelled with empathy. Exactly. We all have our stories. They're what make us who we are. Let's put aside our differences. Let's lift each other up. She looked around, searching for expressions of hope instead of despair. Slowly, a man stepped forward, clutching a slice of cake that was practically untouched. "I didn't want to come here. I didn't think anyone would listen." He let out a shaky laugh, his eyes wet. "But I guess we're all in the same boat, huh?" Cheers erupted as people began to gather, realizing they had more in common than the division separating them. The sweet smell of baked goods and the relief of cathartic laughter filled the air. Conversations ignited around stories of struggle, mistakes, and resilience, pulling them closer. As Lily watched, her heart swelled. This gathering was more than a bake sale. It was a movement, a way to unite and heal. But she questioned if it would be enough. Would this newfound camaraderie hold firm, or was it just a band-aid on a deeper wound? The sun slipped past the horizon, leaving a twilight glow, a moment of tender vulnerability. The emotional weight still lingered, but for the first time, hope flickered amidst the uncertainty. Lily felt a presence next to her. It was Mr. Jenkins. "You did good, kid. But remember, there's always a flicker before the flames." His gaze was steady, full of wisdom. "But what if it's just temporary?" she whispered, feeling the fear creep back in. He leaned closer. "That's the thing about communities, Lily. They're tested in storms. But vulnerability can be the strongest form of connection. You've already started something beautiful here. Just wait and see." In the distance, the murmur of voices continued, and Lily realized she'd taken the first brave step in fostering unity. Yet the question loomed large in her heart. Could they sustain this connection when life would inevitably throw more storms their way? As twilight deepened into night, the park shimmered with the soft glow of fairy lights strung between trees, casting a warm hue over the gathering. Laughter mixed with the scent of cookies, cakes, and freshly brewed coffee, but underneath it all was a current of vulnerability that kept Lily's heart racing. "Can we all just take a moment to breathe?" someone called out, and a wave of agreement rippled through the crowd. They began to share, one story at a time. A young mother spoke of sleepless nights, juggling jobs while taking care of her 2 kids. An elderly man recounted losing his wife and struggling to fill the void. Tears flowed freely, but so did laughter, and Lily felt the weight lift little by little. "I never really talked about my problems," a man named David said, scratching his head as he attempted to meet the eyes of those listening. "I thought I could handle them alone, but seeing you all here makes me realize maybe I shouldn't have tried to carry this alone." Lily nodded, feeling a warmth spread through her. We can't heal in isolation. Together, we might just find the strength we didn't know we had. More voices chimed in, painting a tapestry of struggles. Yet through that tapestry emerged threads of hope. It was exhilarating to see barriers fall like leaves from trees in autumn, exposing shared fears and dreams beneath. Suddenly, laughter erupted as the older gentleman who had lost his wife broke a sour note. "Well, if I'm honest, I just came for the cookies, but these stories, they're worth a lot more than any dessert." Lily couldn't help but smile. It's true, these stories are the real treat. As laughter mingled with tears, Lily caught Mr. Jenkins' eye from across the crowd. He was listening, his expression a mix of pride and encouragement. But just as unity felt palpable, a shadow fell over her heart. What would happen when the stories faded like the light around them? Would they be left with more divides than connections? She needed to find a way to foster this bond beyond one night. She just didn't know how. Lost in her thoughts, she barely noticed when someone slipped through the crowd, heading toward her with a determined look. It was the woman with flour-dusted hands, the one who had first spoken about her struggles. "Lily," she said breathlessly, "I've been thinking, maybe we should meet regularly, share stories and support each other, a sort of group?" What started as a whisper of an idea suddenly felt massive, an anchor of hope amidst the chaos. "That's a great idea!" Lily realized her heart was racing again, but this time in a hopeful way. If we build something together, we can hold each other accountable, help each other through hard times. Yes, we can plan events, have guest speakers, cooking classes. I would love to teach baking. The excitement bubbled around her like soda fizzing on a hot day. More people began to gather, sharing their own ideas. Some offered to donate time and resources. Each suggestion built the framework of something new, something sustainable. Just as optimism surged through the air, a commotion erupted at the edge of the park. Lily turned to see a crowd pressing closer, voices rising in surprise. "What's going on?" she asked nervously. Suddenly, an upbeat voice cut through the crowd. "There's a phone call for Lily. Is there a Lily here?" Confusion settled over the group, and every eye turned to her. She took a step forward, heart pounding. "That's me!" Part of her was excited, and a bigger part dreaded the unknown. What could this call possibly mean? As she reached toward the voice cutting through the murmurs, the weight of countless possible futures hovered in the air around her, waiting to unfold. Her feet felt heavy as she made her way through the crowd. Faces turned hopeful, curious, and even envious as she approached the source of the call. Whispers buzzed around her, and a mix of excitement and apprehension churned in her stomach. "Over here," the caller beckoned, waving a phone in the air. It was a tall man with a bright smile and sparkling blue eyes that seemed filled with uncontainable energy. He shifted on his feet, clearly as eager as the crowd that had gathered around Lily. Lily reached out, her hand trembling slightly as she accepted the phone. "Hello? Is this Lily?" The voice on the other end was warm. "Yes, this is she." "Hi, Lily. I'm Josh from the Community Outreach Center. I got your number from the event sign-up sheet. Are you still interested in participating in our mentorship program?" Her breath caught in her throat. Her initial happiness dimmed with an overwhelming flood of memories. Last week, in a fit of hope, she'd decided to sign up. A chance for guidance, for support. But now, hearing it confirmed felt surreal. "Yes, I thought I'd applied, but I didn't think I'd hear back so soon. There's no need to be nervous. We're excited to meet you. You have an incredible journey ahead, and we're here to support you through it. How about we meet tomorrow at the center?" The prospect electrified her. The challenges of tomorrow brightened by the possibility of mentorship and advice. "That sounds amazing," she replied, her voice steadier now. As she hung up, a mixture of laughter and cheers broke around her. The crowd felt alive. "What was that about?" a voice called out, eager and inquisitive. "Looks like Lily's got an opportunity," the woman with flour-dusted hands exclaimed, clapping her hands together. "We need to celebrate." Cheers erupted, and suddenly, Lily found herself enveloped by warm hugs and smiles that seemed to push away the shadows of doubt in her heart. Each embrace felt like a promise, a melding of hopes and shared joys. But deep down, a strange longing clutched at her heart. What did this opportunity mean for her newfound connections? Would she be leaving this community behind as she pursued her dreams? Who knows what tomorrow holds, she whispered under her breath. As the celebration continued, Lily caught Mr. Jenkins' eye again. He nodded knowingly, as if sensing her inner turmoil. With a determined look, he stepped closer. Whatever you decide, Lily, remember, you're not alone. This group will always be here for you. His words settled like a comforting blanket over her, offering a fleeting sense of relief. She could feel the weight of uncertainty still looming, but perhaps she didn't have to carry it alone. As laughter filled the air once more, a thought flickered in her mind. What if she could blend her new chance with the roots she was planting here? What if this was just the beginning? And then, as if conjured by her thoughts, someone from the crowd shouted, "But what happens when you go? Will you leave us behind?" The question hung in the air, and all eyes turned to her, filled with hope, fear, and unspoken anticipation. The truth felt like a tightrope, and she stood teetering on the edge, ready to respond. What would she tell them? Would she dare to weave her journey into theirs? Lily's heart raced as she felt the weight of the crowd's gaze. They were waiting, expectant, like flowers yearning for sunlight. She opened her mouth, words hovering just above her lips. I don't want to leave you behind, she finally managed, her voice barely rising above. Cheers. The moment felt fragile, like holding a bird that might fly away at any second. Mrs. Thompson, a woman with curls like clouds, stepped forward, her eyes warm but serious. "Then we'll find a way to make it work, won't we? This community has your back, Lily. What you do, we do together." Her words ignited a spark in Lily's chest. It dawned on her, maybe this was more than just an opportunity. It was a chance to blend her future with the present, to take the community with her as she stepped into the unknown. Still, doubts whispered in her mind. What if she failed? What if pursuing her dreams meant sacrificing the love and support surrounding her? Lily took a deep breath, gaining strength from the energy of those around her. "I want everyone to grow. I want to bring back what I learn, to share it with each of you," she declared, the words pouring out like a promise. The crowd erupted in applause, a wave of support crashing over her. Laughter and excitement bubbled up, resonating in the spaces between them. It felt exhilarating, a harmony of hope and warmth, binding their dreams and aspirations together. And yet, the earlier anxiety gnawed at her. Could she truly balance both worlds? Each individual in the crowd stood unique, their own stories blending seamlessly into her own. She could almost hear the unspoken stories, the triumphs, the struggles, and she wondered if her journey could intertwine with theirs in a meaningful way. "Lily, you'll do amazing things," said Jake, his voice steady, cutting through her thoughts. He was an old friend, someone who had seen her through the hardest times. You can't let fear decide your path. Just imagine the people you'll inspire. His faith ignited a flicker of courage in her. "You're right. I need to try," she replied, a growing determination filling her voice. "I'll share everything, the journey, the lessons, and we'll all grow from it." The crowd surged forward, creating a whirlwind of joy and encouragement. Hugs and laughter followed, their warmth infectious, wrapping her in a blanket of optimism. Yet, even through the celebration, the question loomed large. What if the community wasn't strong enough to withstand her absence during her pursuit? Would their connections endure, or would they fade like summer light? As she held Mr. Jenkins' gaze, she found reassurance in his wise smile. "Transition isn't goodbye, it's growth," he said softly, as if reading her thoughts. and growth is something we all can celebrate. With every cheer around her, she felt like she was carried higher, floating above her worries, yet still tethered by the love below. The celebration swirled like a dream, and she didn't want to wake up. But then someone spoke up, eyes wide with curiosity. "What will your new life look like, Lily? What if it changes you?" The question struck a chord. Would she change? Would her journey transform her in ways that might not fit in with the community she cherished? Silence saturated the air, every ear hanging on to her next words. What if her growth pulled her away instead of drawing her closer? In that moment, she was acutely aware of her journey beginning, the road ahead filled with potential and unpredictability. Would she dare to navigate this new path? Lily inhaled deeply, feeling the responsibility weigh on her shoulders, and the crowd's anticipation tightened around her. She knew this could be a defining moment, both for her and for her community. Would she embrace the unknown or retreat to the comfortable familiarity of her surroundings? The answer lay on the horizon, just waiting for her to take that first step. Lily steadied herself, gathering the fragments of her thoughts. The weight of anticipation hung in the air, almost palpable, as every eager face awaited her response. The thrill of the moment shimmered, grounding her in the present, even as her heart fluttered anxiously about the unknown. What if it changes me?" she repeated, half to herself. The words seemed to echo, filling the silence with her unspoken fears. She could feel the butterflies in her stomach fluttering faster, but she also sensed a pull, a calling to embrace whatever lay ahead. "I want to grow. I want to learn," she declared, her voice gaining confidence. "But that means I can't forget where I came from. Each of you has helped me become who I am today. We're all part of this journey." Encouraged, nods of understanding spread through the crowd. Mr. Jenkins clapped his hands, his commanding presence drawing attention. "Change is a part of life, my friends. It's how we evolve. Like trees that grow strong by reaching toward the sun, we're all capable of branching out." His metaphor sparked a deep sense of connection within Lily. She pictured the trees around them, roots interwoven beneath the earth. Change wouldn't mean severing ties. It meant reaching for new heights while holding on to solid ground. "Yes, I can be the tree that shares its fruits with you all," she exclaimed, sensing a swell of energy building. The crowd buzzed with renewed excitement. Cheers erupted once more, and her spirit soared, urging her forward. Yet, as the adrenaline coursed through her, shadows of doubt began to creep back into her mind. What if she lost herself in the process? What if the new experiences couldn't hold her? Would everyone still welcome her when she returned? Or would they become strangers, her dreams pushing them further away? Jake stepped closer to her, sensing her turmoil. "It's okay to be scared, Lily," he said softly, almost as if they were the only two in the room. "Fear can be a guide, reminding you of what's important. Use it. Don't let it consume you." His reassurance wrapped around her like a warm embrace. She nodded, understanding that discomfort was a natural part of growth. Those worries didn't erase her roots. They merely identified what and who she valued most. "Maybe this journey starts long before I step out of this town," she pondered aloud, her inner light brightening. "Just being here in this moment, feeling your support as I take this first step, I can bring my experiences back. Together, we'll grow." Mr. Jenkins' smile broadened. It felt like warmth from a summer sun. "That's the spirit, Lily. Just remember, you don't face this adventure alone. We're here every step of the way." The community's cheers filled the air again, a chorus of voices resonating with love and encouragement, wrapping around her like a safety net. In that moment, she exhaled deeply, letting the fear dissolve into cautious optimism. As the celebration continued around her, the shadows of doubt lessened. There, amidst the laughter and joy, she could feel the transformation beginning. It felt like standing on the threshold of a door, one she longed to open and step through. But as the music played and people danced, a small voice rose from the crowd again. "Lily, what if things don't go according to plan?" A hush fell over the crowd once more, all eyes back on her, waiting for this pivotal response. Would she admit the fear that lingered or stand firm in her resolve? Lily's heart thumped in her chest, the question hanging heavily in the moment. She swallowed hard. The truth was blossoming, and yet, would she risk everything for her dreams? Her next words had the potential to change everything. How would she shape her future while honoring her past? The answer felt just out of reach, hanging like a ripe fruit, ready to be plucked from the tree of possibility. Lily took a deep breath, grounding herself in the present, feeling the weight of all the eyes on her. Each heartbeat drummed a rhythm of urgency in her chest, pushing her to articulate the path she sought. What if things don't go according to plan? Then I guess I'll figure it out as I go. The confidence surged back, and she could hear the tentative applause growing in the background. "You see," she continued, her voice steady now, "life isn't about having a perfect plan. It's about the journey we take, the lessons we gather along the way. I may stumble, but every journey has its bumps, and I won't be alone." She cast her gaze over the familiar faces, each one an anchor for her swirling thoughts. The crowd erupted in resounding cheers, bringing a swell of warmth to her heart. This small town, with its shared laughter and bonds built over years, was part of her. They were her roots. "Right, who's ready to grow with me?" she yelled, and the enthusiasm surged like wildflowers in spring. People laughed, some clapping, others raising their hands in affirmation, as if a tide of vitality swept through them. But just as she took a step back from the edge of her vulnerable openness, a familiar face broke through the throng, one filled with doubt. Jessica, her best friend, approached with caution. "Lily, listen," she said, her voice trembling. "What if you don't find what you're looking for?" That question sliced through the joyous atmosphere, casting a momentary shadow over Lily's heart. What if she didn't find what she was searching for? The unwelcome thought clawed at her, but she pushed it back quickly. "What if I do?" she countered, determination flickering in her eyes. "What if I discover my passion or meet people who inspire me?" Jessica hesitated. "You're not afraid to leave everyone behind?" Pausing, Lily reflected for a moment. Not everyone. Just like a tree sheds leaves in the fall, I must let go of some things to embrace new growth. But I'll always return to my roots. Her voice cracked a little, revealing a sliver of vulnerability. The crowd fell silent, contemplating what she said. They understood the weight of her words, how they intertwined hope with fear, dreams with reality. "Don't be sad," Lily almost pleaded, warmth pooling in her chest. "This isn't goodbye, it's just the next chapter. I'm not running away, I'm running towards something exciting." The chatter began to shift as those listening absorbed this perspective, resonating deeply. In that silence, an unexpected realization washed over her. Her journey wasn't just a solitary tale, but a shared adventure. She could carry the essence of her community with her. Like a lantern guiding the way, their collective spirit would illuminate her path, no matter how distant she wandered. The energy in the crowd buzzed again, and Lily's heart soared again, bolstered by their support. They weren't losing her, they were helping her evolve. Yet, just as they were about to erupt with cheers, an electric phone vibrated in her pocket. Surprised, she fished it out. The unfamiliar number brought a twist of intrigue and anxiety. Who could it be? What could it mean? The question hovered, the anticipation coiling tightly in her gut. This moment felt like another doorway she had yet to open. "What now?" she whispered to herself, glancing back at her friends, sensing the shift in the air. A call from beyond might change the trajectory of that journey she just vowed to undertake. Was it an opportunity or a challenge? With the crowd still buzzing, she knew her next step could lead her somewhere she had never imagined before. Lily hesitated, the phone still vibrating in her hand, the screen lighting up with that strange number. She took a deep breath, her heart pounding like a drum. There was a mixture of excitement and dread swirling in her chest. She glanced at Jessica, who looked on with a furrowed brow, still caught between supportive enthusiasm and concern. "Just answer it," Jessica prompted, nudging her lightly. The crowd around them hummed with anticipation, the mood charged as everyone watched the moment unfold. With a shaky finger, Lily swiped the screen and brought the phone to her ear. "Hello?" she said, her voice slightly raised to cut through the clamor. "Hi there, is this Lily?" The voice on the other end was cheerful, infectious even, and instantly it loosened the tension coiling in her stomach. "Yes, I'm
Lily," she replied slowly, instincts telling her to tread carefully. "Great. This is Adrian from the Community Development Initiative. I hope I'm not catching you at a bad time." Relief washed over her. "No, not at all. I'm actually in the middle of something big," she said, a smile creeping onto her face despite the seriousness of the moment. "Perfect," Adrian continued, his excitement bubbling through the line. "We are filling positions for a new program aiming to connect youth with resources and skills for community projects. Your name came up as someone who could inspire change." Lily's heart skipped at the thought. Was this a sign? A way to blend her desire to grow with the spirit of her community? "Are you interested in hearing more?" he asked, his voice steady, drawing her thoughts back. "Absolutely," she replied, a rush of energy coursing through her. The chatter around her exploded as she spoke, her friends exchanging glances filled with curiosity. They were part of this unfolding story, and the realization added fuel to her fire. "As you mentioned in your talk today," Adrian continued, "this isn't just about aid. It's about empowerment. You'll have a chance to build new programs that can benefit everyone, starting right here." Her thoughts raced like wild horses. Images of community gardens, workshops, art installations, anything that could weave the town together. Wow, that sounds incredible. "Are you free for a meeting later this week? I can swing by the town or we can set up a call," Adrian proposed, and Lily could feel the world swirling with possibilities around her. "Let's meet," she exclaimed, the words spilling out before she could even think twice. Excitement bubbled within her. She now had a tangible opportunity, a way to remain rooted in her community while also stretching her branches into new territory. After they wrapped up the conversation, Lily hung up with a mixture of disbelief and joy. "I have a meeting," she announced, and the crowd erupted into cheers again, their hopes intertwining with hers. Jessica beamed, her previous doubts dissipating like morning fog. "See, this is just the beginning," she said, enveloping Lily in a tight hug. Lily looked around, her heart swelling as she took in the supportive faces surrounding her. This call had sparked something bigger than she had anticipated. Yet, just as the crowd began to settle, something in her gut whispered questions she couldn't ignore. What did this new responsibility mean? Would she really be able to bridge her past with her future? And more critically, how would she balance her ambitions with her roots? As the festive air crackled around her, she felt the gravity of her next steps pulling her in two directions. One way led to the growth she yearned for, while the other echoed the comfort of the familiar. The choices ahead were vast and filled with uncertainty. And just when she thought she might find clarity, another message pinged through, the same number flashing once more. Lily hesitated, breath catching in her throat. "What now?" she whispered again. The sense of impending adventure colliding with dread. The unknown measures before her throbbed like a heartbeat. What awaited her on the other side of that call? Lily stared at her phone, heart thumping, each pulse echoing the wave of confusion within her. She took a deep breath and let it out slowly. Why was she so hesitant now? It felt like that fluttering feeling in her stomach was muggy and dark, so different from the bright excitement she had felt moments ago. With trembling fingers, she swiped to answer the second call. Hello? Lily, it's me again, Adrian. I'm sorry to bother you a second time, but I just wanted to clarify something. His tone was light, but carried an undercurrent of seriousness. Oh, sure, what's up? She responded, her voice barely above a whisper. I was just informed that there might be some additional qualifications needed for the program, he said, his words striking her like a cold splash of water. We want to ensure you're fully prepared for this opportunity. Are you still available for that meeting? Lily felt her stomach drop. Yes, I want to be prepared. What do I need? Adrian paused for a moment. Just some clarification on your background and what specific skills you've developed in your past experiences. It's important to have the right foundations as you dive into this work. Her mind raced. What could she offer? Would her part-time jobs, the volunteer hours, even her studies be enough? The voices around her faded. Her friends caught up in their excitement, unaware of the brewing storm within her. Lily? Adrian's voice broke through her spiral. Are you there? Yes, yeah, I'm here, she stammered, shaken from her thoughts. I'm trying to understand what exactly you're looking for. Just be honest about what you feel passionate about and what you can contribute. Remember, they're looking for authentic voices, not perfect resumes. His words hung in the air like a floating balloon, reminding her of the hopeful visions she had envisioned just moments ago. Deep inside, she was fiercely ready to be that voice, to build something for her community. But the weight of expectation hovered ominously. Okay, I can do that, she replied, newfound determination sparking in her heart. Great, I'm excited to meet you. Let's work together to make this something special, Adrian said, enthusiasm rekindling her spirit. After hanging up, Lily turned to Jessica, who was waiting with a concerned look etched on her face. You all right? I think so. It's just, I didn't realize it would be such a big commitment. What if I fail? Jessica stepped closer, her eyes shining with genuine support. You won't know unless you try. And remember, you're not alone in this. We're all rooting for you. Lily smiled, warmth flooding her as the accepting faces of her friends surrounded her. A rush of hope nudged at her heart as she considered what she might be able to do. The moment was not just about her. It was about so many others who could benefit from this initiative. But just as optimism began to seep into her thoughts, her phone buzzed once more. Another message from that same number. This time, the urgency in her chest was different. It was electric. Lily, she whispered under her breath, her curiosity piqued. Should she answer again? What could this possibly mean now? Her heart raced as she turned the phone over in her hand, feeling like an entire universe of choices rested within it. Was it a moment of fear of the unknown, or perhaps a stepping stone into a world transformed? Taking a deep breath, she steeled herself for whatever awaited her on the other end. What was this connection truly leading her to? Lily looked down at her phone, her thoughts swirling like autumn leaves caught in a brisk wind. Finally, she swiped to answer yet another call from Adrian. Hello, she said, her voice shaky but resolute. Hey, Lily, I just wanted to follow up and give you some quick details about the meeting, mainly focusing on what you bring to the table, Adrian said, the warmth of his voice reassuring her. Okay, she responded, tucking a loose strand of hair behind her ear. What exactly do you need? Just think about what you've experienced. Your work at the animal shelter, the bake sale, your connection to the community. It all matters.
We're looking for those who have heartfelt stories and a passion for bringing people together. Lily's heart began to race again, energy coursing through her. Her experiences were more than just tasks. They were fragments of her journey, connecting her to everything she held dear. "I can do that," she said, newfound conviction in her voice. "Fantastic! I knew you had it in you," Adrian's enthusiasm echoed in her ears. "Now, remember, this isn't just about you. It's about sharing your voice and creating spaces for others, too." His words wrapped around her heart, igniting a fire. What if she could empower others to share their stories? What if this journey brought them all closer together? "I promise to include everyone," she said, passion spilling from her soul. "We really can build something beautiful." "Can't wait to see what you come up with," Adrian replied, and they finalized the details of their meeting. As she hung up, a wave of bliss washed over her. She turned, facing the crowd of friends that had gathered in swirling excitement, faces glowing with hope, each one a unique story waiting to unfold. "Everyone," Lily called out, her voice ringing with joyful urgency, "I have some big news." Curious eyes turned towards her, faces lighting up with anticipation. "I'm starting a mentorship program that will help us build community projects together. We'll embrace everyone's stories and ideas." The crowd erupted into cheers, their support wrapping around her like a comforting hug. Laughter brightened the night, transcending worries, blending threads of dreams and warmth seamlessly into an intricate tapestry of hope. "All of you have helped shape who I am. I want to help others find their voices." "Too," Lily continued, excitement bubbling like fizzy soda. "Together, we can create change and support each other in everything we do." As she spoke, she felt the energy in the air shift, build, each cheer spurring new life into her ambition and lighting her path forward. Moments passed as people began to share their stories again, feeling empowered by Lily's enthusiasm. A man from the back spoke up, "Lily, I've always wanted to start a community garden. Maybe we can work together to make that happen." Another voice joined in, "And I can help fundraise and teach." Within moments, a buzz of ideas ignited like fireworks, splashing across the night sky, tangible dreams taking flight. Yet, despite the jubilant atmosphere, a whisper of doubt lingered in the corner of her mind, hinting at the challenge ahead. Would they all stick together through the hard moments? Seeing the faces around her, the shared dreams, she realized they weren't just rooting for her, they were committed to nurturing this venture together. She could embrace new growth while holding on to her roots. With newfound courage, she stepped forward. "Let's meet regularly. We'll work together to build something sustainable. We can support each other through every chapter of our lives." Cheers erupted, blending with laughter, each outburst weaving connections tighter among the group. Tears spilled from some eyes, but these were tears of joy, unity, and a shared understanding of transformation. Through the cheers and resolve, she spotted Mr. Jenkins leaning against a tree with pride shining in his eyes. He was a rock of wisdom, a symbol of resilience who had believed in her from the start. She couldn't help but smile back, feeling the strength of his support. As the event began to wind down, the warm glow of the fairy lights above created an atmosphere like a warm hug. The laughter dimmed into heartfelt connections, and she began to realize this community wasn't fragile at all. As people began to pack up, Lily glanced at the faces around her, their light intertwined with hers, marking this moment in time. In sharing their stories, they had crafted a living tapestry of hope that would stand strong against anything life threw their way. She would take that mentorship opportunity, but it was never going to be a solo journey. With every new experience, she would carry her community spirit within her. This was just the beginning. Lily took a deep breath and felt the warmth in her chest spreading like sunlight, touching each flower as they bloomed. Where we go from here? Together. Each person in the crowd cheered again, and she could feel it in her bones, the beauty of transformation wrapped in love, support, and community. A next chapter had opened, illuminating the path ahead in brilliant colors, vibrant and full of life. This was their moment. So, before the night closed, Lily spoke again. Ready to grow together? The delighted shouts erupted, resonating in the air like a promise. It wasn't just her journey anymore. It belonged to them all, a beautiful, embracing family forging ahead.
Hand in hand. Now, don't miss out on this journey. You need to subscribe now and be part of exclusive stories that inspire. Leave a like now to keep this incredible energy alive. Comment below. Tell me how you felt about this ending. I want to hear your thoughts. Share instantly with at least 5 friends who need to experience this transformation. Don't wait not even one more second. Only true fans understand the power of community.